Hi everyone, welcome to Sandy's Monday Oracle reading for this week, January 19th till next week, January 25th. Are you ready? Let's see what this week has to offer to us. Let's begin. Okay, so we will start with love. Oh, before I forget, I'm using the Enchanted Creature by Angel Ray. Okay, so for love, we have the frog. Okay, I'm going to put this here. I'm sorry. Okay, so this week, if you are in a love relationship, you will have to adapt to a new situation. So whether it's your partner coming to live with you, can also be a problem in the family situation, can also be your partner or yourself either having money problems or, excuse me, or losing your job or anything like that. So it will kind of bring a new lifestyle, if I can say that. So be patient. Things will get back to normal once the situation is taken care of. Now, if you don't have a relationship at the moment, maybe you will meet someone or you will fall in love with someone. And for example, if you don't have kids and your partner have kids or your future partner have kids, there can be a situation that you will have to work through, because sometimes we have our own habits. So it's going to make change in your life. Can be that, or can also be that you will have to make some change again in your lifestyle to either include your partner or rethink about your habits. Okay, you might also have to take some big decision. So by that, it can be maybe that you and your partner life together might be over, so there might be a breakup. Again, that's something that you will have to adapt to. I know it's not always easy, but sometimes it's necessary, and take the time you need if you ended a relationship to take care of yourself and some time alone to think about what you want, what you need. Very, very important. Okay, so for the money, we have the deer. Now this one is going well, I think, with what I was just saying with the frog for love. So in your financial situation, take some time to make a budget. And when you do, try to plan some money and some time to treat yourself, to maybe pamper yourself. Doesn't have to be something really big or that costs lots of money. It can just be, for example, going out to take a coffee at your favorite coffee shop, can be buying some books if you like books, anything like that. Okay, and also if you have some financial difficulties, please be gentle with yourself. Okay, sometimes it's not your fault. With the economy right now, it can be easy to don't have enough money to get through. Doesn't mean that you have made bad choices, but sometimes if you don't have a big paycheck, well, that can be normal with everything that is costing more to get behind on some things. So don't judge yourself, or please don't judge someone that are having financial problems. Yes, some people might overspend and throw their money away just like that. That's one thing, but it's not everyone, okay? So before judging, think about it this way. Maybe they don't have enough money, low income, or maybe they lose their job. And yes, before they were able to make some payment, but now they can't because they just have enough, or they're struggling to just make the week with the money they have. So yeah, be gentle and try not to judge, because it can happen to you, you know. Before, jobs or money were more stable, but right now it's not like that anymore. So today you can work, tomorrow you don't. So you have to spend your money differently, okay? And please, if, for example, you know that you have shopping problems, well, try to stay away from shopping and using your credit cards. I'm not saying to never use them, but try to use them. For example, if you don't have enough to buy some food, then it's okay. You can use it, but don't use it, for example, just to buy a new piece of clothing or something like that that you don't need. Okay? Be careful with that. But also be gentle with yourself. Okay, so for the work, what do we have? We have the raccoon. Okay, so for this one, maybe where you are working at right now, there's a situation going on. Now, can be a coworker suffering intimidation from another coworker or your boss, or it can be someone that is, for example, stealing from the company, or it can be something that, how can I put it, that shouldn't be happening at your job, okay? So maybe for you this week, it might be time to speak up for the person that, for example, is being bullied, or to try to stop the person who is stealing. Go see your boss and talk with them. Again, be sure that you can trust that person. Now, also, where you are working right now, is it a job that you like? Something that is aligning with your values? Now, I know that it's not always easy to find a job, and that you don't say, oh, okay, for example, I'm going to be working at a courtroom, let's say. You don't choose necessarily. Sometimes you have to take what you can just to have some money and to make a life. But if your job at the moment it's not what you really want, maybe try to search around and see if you can find a job that will be more aligned with what you want and desire. Okay? And before quitting the job you have at the moment, make sure that you will have the other job and that it's going to be secure before leaving that one. Because it's not time to be impulsive and lose the money that you have, not knowing where you're going to go and what you will do. Okay? So be aware of that. Okay, and for the health situation, what do we have? Okay, we have two cards. Now, sorry, I'm gonna try to just push them here for now. First, okay. So first we have the snake, and then we have, okay, I can see the lion. Okay, now I'm gonna put them over here. Let's hope it's okay. Okay, so these two cards, I can see them going well together. Now, you're gonna ask me, how can the snake and the lion be going so well together? Well, maybe that right now with your health situation, you have been, let's say, having a diagnosis of an illness, and maybe that's not really the real good diagnosis. Okay, so keep in mind that a snake, you might receive some good health news or a rebirth, because you might have changing some habit that you have, and you're more careful about what you eat, what you're doing. So healing is coming well. Now also the lion, well, if you're fighting an illness, the lion will bring you some courage to help you fight. So again, you will feel the strength to overcome the illness. Be careful also that yes, you might be feeling strong and all, but don't overdo yourself, okay? Because it can bring you back to the illness. Also, with the snake, I see that maybe the doctor or the one treating you might not be either the right person for you, or they might not know what they're doing. So, or not truthful totally with you. Be careful about that. And don't be afraid to ask some question about your health situation. And if your instinct tells you that this person is not right for you, trust it. Try to find another person. I know it might not always be easy, but try to find someone else. Also, if you're getting some tips from, how am I going to put that? From some friends or some people on the internet, be careful also, because sometimes some of them don't know what they are doing. I'm not saying all, don't get me wrong, but some of them might not give you some good advice, and instead of helping you healing, they might get you feeling worse, and it can be dangerous for your life also. So that's why I'm saying go see the right people, a doctor, pharmacist, or anyone. For example, if it's for mental health, a psychiatrist or someone like that, go see the right people, the one that they have an office and that they have the diploma, really, to make sure that they know what they are doing and that they can help you. Okay? As I say, I'm not a doctor, but please be careful. Don't play with your health. Okay? Because sometimes someone might say, for example, if you're on social media, sometimes some influencer might tell you to take, let's say, vitamin A. But maybe you shouldn't, because for one, you don't need that kind of vitamin. And B, for example, if it's a natural ingredient and you mix it with some medicine, traditional medicine, you might have the worst side effect, and it could be really, really dangerous. So again, be careful of who you're following medical advice from. And also, as I see the lion, maybe this time of year, since we're coming very soon with Valentine's Day approaching, well, there might be some sexuality involved in your life. Now, sexuality can be healthy, but please be careful not to fall in a toxic sexual relationship. Okay? If your partner is asking you to do some things that you don't want, well, then don't do it. Okay? Tell them to respect yourself and to respect what you're feeling, because it matters as much as their feelings. Now, thank you for joining me. This was this week Oracle reading. I wish you all a happy and blessed Purple Monday and a wonderful week. Thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.